So to the women's singles final, a repeat of the All England final, the last of the premier Super Series events prior to these Asian Championships. And on that occasion, it was this young lady, Xuerui, who won the title. But Wang Yihan is the defending Asian champion. She's also the world number one seed. And of course, the current world champion as well. But Xuerui caused a big surprise in Birmingham at the All England Championships, winning that title, beating her more fancied opponents. Well, China's dominance in this women's singles discipline really has been shown once again. Quarter-final stage of this year's tournament. 7 of the 8 quarter-finalists were all from the host nation. All of the semi-finalists from China. So Wang Yihan from Shanghai, the 24-year-old, won the title last year, beating Lu Lan in the final. Her opponent, Xuerui, from Chongqing in Sichuan province, 21 years of age, slightly shorter than her opponents, 173, that's 5'8", whereas Wang Yihan, 178, 5'10". Well, between them, these two players have held this Asian title for the last 2 years, because in 2010, Xuerui came through the qualifying event to actually take the title, beat Liu Xin in the final. That's when the Asian Championships were staged in Delhi. And incidentally, having had 2 years of these championships being staged here in China, 2013, the event will be staged in Taipei. So both these players appearing in their 3rd final of the year. But in fact, it's the number 4 seed, Xuerui, who has the better record. She's played in 2 finals and won them both. Wang Yihan won the Malaysian Super Series and of course lost to her opponent of today in the All England final in Birmingham. Court just needing some attention after the men's singles players leaving beads of perspiration on the court surface. Kang-hyun of Korea are on part for this women's singles final. Now, in contrast to the men's singles final, where Du Pengyu had much tougher matches to get through to the final, these two players in the women's singles final, both of them have won all of their previous matches, 4 previous matches each, in 2 straight games, so there shouldn't be any discrepancy in the fitness levels. Both should be reasonably fresh for today's final. Wang Yihan beating number 3 seed Wang Shoshan in yesterday's semi-final, and the 2-time former champion Jiang Jiao, number 6 seed, in the quarter-final, whereas Xuerui And he played against one seeded player. That was in the quarterfinal against the World Championships silver medalist Qingdao of Taipei. This is the 6th meeting between these two players. Previous 5. And this lady has won 4 of them. And of course, perhaps it's the last meeting that has most significance. And as I've already mentioned, the last meeting, of course, was that All England final when Xuerui won in 2 straight games. Oh, that's nicely done. Finds the line. And looking straight down that line. Going for a very acute angle, bringing it down too steeply. I did think that yesterday Wang Yihan was moving quite beautifully around the court. There's been 1 or 2 injury worries over recent months. That right knee always wears it strapped nowadays. She was looking very physically fit and strong. Oh, that's delightful. Swayed her body one way, just looking as if she was going to lift the shuttle to the back of the court and just playing that wonderful little net shot. Great disguise. Part of that disguised created by the fact she was taking the shuttle so early. Got her feet in position. Clears just long of the back line. It's a good rally. Yeah, typical singles tactics. Explore every inch of the court, move your opponents from back to front, side to side, gradually outmaneuvering them until they're out of position, late back to that base position. Oh my goodness, really snatched at that last shot, the world champion. That's an amazing shot. Slicing across the feathers. creates extra spin. And with the extra spin, the shuttle comes down much quicker. Super play. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, super rally. Women's singles of the very highest quality. So in all, yeah, very aggressive spell at the moment from the number 4 seed. Wang Yihan not playing next week at the India Super Series event, whereas her opponent is Xuerui is the number 2 seed in Delhi. And on a run of 5 straight points is Zhang Nin, current Olympic champion, 2-time Olympic champion. Women's singles coach now. Oh, good rally. Yeah, very close to taking the shuttle before it had crossed over the net. But it was all perfectly legal. Yeah. She can play an aggressive style, can Xuerui. Both these players fine athletes. But the advantage at the mid-game interval is with the former Asian champion against the current Asian champion. Perfect lineup. So 2-point advantage in this opening game. Oh, it's called good. Misjudgment from Wang Yihan. Yeah, it was plumb on the line. Oh. Well left in the end. What a rally. The court coverage of both these players, absolutely superb. They were both pushing each other to the back of the court. Then the angled little shots bringing the other forward. There's Wang Lin, former world champion, won the world title in Paris in 2010. And then the very next tournament she played, China Masters, suffered a horrific injury, ruptured her anterior cruciate ligament in her knee when playing against Maria Phoebe Kusumastuti of Indonesia. But good to see her back on court and getting back to top form. Yeah, full stretch, made to move that full diagonal, having been deep in her forehand corner, then played to the net on the backhand side. And obviously the full diagonal of the court is the longest distance to run. That is delightful. Oh, we saw the defending champion do that to her opponent early stages of this opening game. This time it's Xuerui playing the deceptive net shot. A run of 4 straight points. And it's put a totally different complexion on this opening game. And it pushes long. It's well wide. Well, time for the defending champion just to tighten up again. Well, I think she needed to tighten up her game. Unforced error from her to finish off the rally. And she's just allowing the number 4 seed to dictate the pace. Yeah, commanded the rally that time, and what a difference. Conson beaten in the quarter-final stage. Beaten in the quarter-final stage by Chen Xiao. Very nearly went over. Hit the top of the tape, had a little look, but fell back Lee's side of the court. Margins between success and failure at this level, absolutely tiny. Oh, good net play from Xuerui. That's nice, super defence. Just guiding the backhand across court. Oh yes, that's nice. That's a few times that she's played that slice straight down the line. Racket head comes through so quickly, creating the spin with the glancing blow. Creates the deception. 5 game points. Oh, super. Oh, wow. The angles that these two have produced in this opening game, absolutely exquisite. With the number 4 seed, the former Asian champion, Xuerui, has played more of them and has played more consistently, and therefore takes the opening game 21-16. 20 minutes of play. Well, the defending champion is going to have to up her game a little bit. #1 seed, Wang Yihan. Too many errors from her racket in that opening game. It's going wide. Oh, in contrast, the two opening points in this second game. Two simple errors from this lady. Oh, that's super. There's no doubting either of these players' capabilities with a racket. And as I was saying in the opening game, their court coverage is probably the best two movers in the game. That's a glorious shot. And wonderful balance as she played that cross-court net shot. And then creates something out of seemingly nothing. And she just wraps that racket head round the shuttle. Yeah, and again. Super skills. Oh, misjudgment this time from Xuerui. Well, the drift has been the same all week. Should be used to it by now. Ah, that's a little more purposeful in that rally, a little more aggressive from Wang Yihan. Trading blow for blow at the moment. And error for error. Well, we saw such long rallies in the opening game, and all of a sudden it's all become very short, sharp rallies. Oh my goodness, that's missed even the doubles sideline. I do like it when Xuerui is dictating the pace, playing the shuttle in a downward direction, using her skills. But they both have that capability. Makes for an intriguing battle. Just wide. Looked a little more urgency though in that rally from the defending champion. Though she ended up losing it, and it means that, as with the opening game, number 4 seed Xuerui has the advantage, but only a solitary point in it here in the second game. Had a 2-point advantage in the first. Nine finals last year for this lady, Wang Yihan, winning 7 of them. Incredible record. 8 finals in 2009. 2010, I suppose, was a bit of a blip for her. Only 3 finals, winning 2 titles. And it was 1 or 2 little blips and what was perceived as bad results that meant that Wang Yihan had to reprove herself to head coach Li Yongbo, which has more than done that last year. 9 finals from 14 tournaments. No, it's a lovely angle. Well, I said just before the mid-game interval that although she'd lost the last rally, seemed to be playing with more purpose. Certainly did in that rally too. That's good to see. It's drifted a long way wide. wide as well. That's the way the drift is carrying the shuttle. Oh, she's done it again. She almost looks to me as if she's going to slice it straight. Racket head movement, but somehow the shuttle goes cross-court. 4 straight points. Oh. Well, that's the sort of quality rally that we were seeing in the opening game. You see now Xuerui is doing all the chasing. She's the one that's having to react to what Wang Yihan, her opponent, is throwing at her. All 5 points since the mid-game interval in favour of the defending champion. Oh, it's all good. Clever placement. Hit towards the body of Wang Yihan. Singles players tend to practice an awful lot more defending out wide, and therefore often just mixing it up. That body smash, very effective. Good rally. Oh, yes. Well, she's feeling the pace now. Is Xuerui. Lovely angle and disguise once again. I thought towards the end of her semi-final yesterday against Chen Xiaojia, I thought she was really struggling with the pace. Had it gone to 3 games, well, would have been very interesting indeed, but managed to secure it in 2, Xuerui. This is a great rally. Xuerui almost at walking pace. She's so fatigued, and yet her opponent has hit it long. Would you believe it? Well, taking all of her time to slowly walk and change the shuttle. It's developing into a real physical battle as well as a battle of skills and a battle of wits. Yeah, calmly lets it drop long. Yeah, just didn't have the speed and the leg power to scamper forward in time, having played from the back of the court. Sign of the fatigue showing through. (18-13). Two points away now from the second game. A little too casual on the high serve there, Wang Yihan. And that one drifts wide, and therefore 6 game point opportunities for Wang Yihan. That's nicely done, well saved. Yeah, real indecision. Wasn't sure whether to leave it or not. Ended up making a complete mess of a shot. Still another 4 game point opportunities though for the defending champion. Oh, but the error from the number 4 seed means that we will be treated to a third and deciding game. Flat fast exchange. Yeah, it was right to try and play a softer shot, mix up the pace. 21-16 the scoreline. 40 minutes of the match in progress. And it's 1 game all. So 3rd and deciding game. The defending champion, Wang Yihan, against the former champion, the Xuerui. Wang Yihan just indicating to the umpire, Kim Kang-hyung of Korea, that the court needs to be mopped. Perspiration on the court surface making it a little bit slippery. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, she knows it. Oh, that's lovely. That's a perfect example of force your opponent to take the shuttle late at the back of the court. There we go. And then make them move the full diagonal coming forward to the net. Oh my goodness me! What on earth was that? Oh, sensational. Well, I, like Xuerui, thought that probably the only option was to lift it. Oh, she had the racket head control to play that cross-court net shot, I just don't know. Well, having looked so tired towards the end of that second game, Xuerui has got a new lease of life. Got a second wind. Oh, that's brilliant. So sharp with the shot. Brings it down so steeply. And backhand defence wasn't shabby either. Well, the shuttle badly deflected by the net court. But in all honesty, Wang Yihan was so far out of position anyway. Oh, what a good start to this deciding game by the number 4 seed. Touched it. May have been going out. And that certainly has. Well, I do think it's absolutely imperative that defending champion Wang Yihan has to close this gap, narrow it at least, before the change of ends if she wants to retain her title. And it's not going to happen. Because there's an 8-point advantage to the number 4 seed, Xuerui. Well, that's interesting. A little stretch of the leg there, right leg by Wang Yihan. No, overdone it. Oh, good rally. Very good rally. Wang Yihan had a good little spell after the mid-game interval in the second game. From 10-11 adrift, 5 straight points. Needs a good little run now at the change of ends. Well, that's absolutely extraordinary. Xuerui just didn't believe it was coming over, didn't cover it at all. Oh, that was going wide. Well, now it's Wang Yihan that seems to be at a standstill, feeling the pace of the match. Eight-point advantage. Overdone it. No, Wang Yihan didn't mean to leave that. She actually tried to reach it, but the shuttle landed out. Yeah, it was definitely out. Good use of the width of the court. Run out of patience. Looking very tired now. It's extraordinary, isn't it? Because at the end of that second game, I thought it was Xuerui who was really struggling physically. Beautiful balance and poise as she comes forward. Well, it looks to me as if the defending champion and current world champion is a spent force. Yeah, 10-point advantage now for the number 4 seed. And 3 points away from the 3rd title of the year. Yes, absolutely delightful. Well, all credit to her. 12 match points for Xuerui. This time, second time of asking, and wins it in spectacular fashion. The backhand smash to end the final. Yes, lots for Zhang Ning to think about, because it seems to me as if the player that's really in form out of all the Chinese players is their 4th ranked player, Xuerui. Confirmation then of the scoreline: 21-16, 16-21, 21-9 in the deciding game in a match lasting 55 minutes. So there's confirmation that we've had 3 of our 5 finals, and of course the first 4 finals all Chinese affairs, but perhaps a bit of an upset in that women's singles, with the former champion defeating last year's champion. So the world champion Wang Yihan going down in 3 games to the 21-year-old Xuerui. Next up, of course, is mixed doubles, the world number 1 and 2 ranked pairs, and then the last of our 5 finals this afternoon is men's doubles. Well, she won the title as a qualifier in 2010. She's regained it once again here in 2012. Wonderful performance by Xuerui in today's final, especially after she looked so desperately tired at the end of the second. Bo, head coach of the Chinese team. former world champion himself in men's doubles in badminton. He will be absolutely delighted with these two women's singles players. Wang Yihan, Executive Director of the Organising Committee, making the presentations. Qingdao to present the trophy. Now, her third title of the year to go with the All England Super Series event, and of course the German Grand Prix as well. 3 finals, 3 titles, pretty good record for the 21-year-old Xuerui.